Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2000 movie Little Nicky. So, in this movie, when Satan decides that he wants to remain on the throne for another thousands of years, and everything, two of his sons, Cassius and Adrian, decide to leave hell and everything because they're mad that he didn't give them the throne, so they decide they're going to leave hell and take over Earth, and it's up to their little brother Nicky to find them and stop them and save their dad in hell and stop his brothers from creating hell on Earth. This movie is one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. I've always loved this one. The subject matter is controversial and stuff, I get it, and I know a lot of people hate this movie, and I can understand why and everything, and I have my own religious beliefs and stuff and everything, but I do still find entertainment in this movie. I just always have. I've always thought it was a really, really fun movie. Adam Sandler is just excellent as Nicky. He's just a really lovable character. You can't help but love Little Nicky. He's just really lovable, and Adam Sandler is just perfect in the role. This has always been one of my favorite movies of his. It's actually one of the comedies that I actually feel is kind of underrated from back when he was at the height of his career and everything. This is one of the ones that just didn't hit well with audiences because of its subject matter, which is fair and understandable, but at the same time, I just love this movie. I always have. There's so many great moments in here with the cast, and some of my favorite moments is just the scene where him and the two rocker dudes and his roommate and the dog are just hanging out, and I think they get high and stuff. It doesn't really show them getting high, but it's indicated that that's what happened and everything, and they're all just laughing and stuff and having him turn his head and do all kinds of jokes and stuff, and making fun of his roommate and stuff. It's a lot of fun and everything, and I just always enjoy it. I think the cast in here, aside from Adam Sandler, is great. You got a lot of awesome cameos and everything, but it has a pretty stacked cast in here. Harvey Keitel plays Satan, who's his father, and he does a really good job. And then you got Rodney Dangerfield playing Lucifer, and he's pretty funny. He doesn't do a lot in here, but he's still pretty funny. And then you get most of Adam Sandler's normal people. A lot of them I don't really remember their names. The two rocker guys are two of his normal friends, and then Alan Covert plays his roommate, which is one of his normal guys, one of his best friends in real life, and everything. And then you get cool cameos from Quentin Tarantino playing this preacher guy that every time Little Nicky is around him, he like freaks out and says the devil is upon us and stuff like that. And you get a cool cameo from Henry Winkler that gets covered in bees twice, and it's a pretty funny joke and stuff that's in that movie. And you get Reese Witherspoon in here as Nicky's mom. She's pretty good, and so it has a really great cast and everything. Everybody's great in here. I love the soundtrack. It has a lot of really good rock music, some of it from the 80s and stuff. Most of it I think is 80s rock music, but I love the music in this movie. And it's just a really entertaining movie. I really enjoyed it and everything. I thought it was a lot of fun. There's also the product placement, which you get that in Adam Sandler's movies all the time, product placements and everything. But I actually kind of like it when he does it, because it just to me it makes the movies feel more like they're in the real world. And don't really, product placement in movies never really bother me. Like, I know it does some people, but it doesn't really me, and everything. And plus, Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome. So, it's the shiznit. But yeah, I love Little Nicky. It's a blast and everything, and it just, there's so many great moments in this movie that just make it entertaining. You got the basketball scene where he's fighting the referee, and the referee's played by Dana Carvey, but it's Adam Sandler's voice doing the Whitey voice that he used in 8 Crazy Nights and gets on his CDs, which is awesome. And or just like I said, so many fun moments in here. There is some bad CGI though. There is some CGI in this movie that has aged terribly and everything, which isn't really anything surprising. Most early 2000s CGI has aged really badly, but it's not real bad CGI. And he also got some pretty cool practical sets too, like the sets and stuff in hell and stuff look pretty good. There are parts of it where it is CGI and looks bad, but most of it looks really good for the most part. And also, I almost forgot to mention that putting the pineapple up Hitler's butt, it's just one of the funniest gags in an Adam Sandler movie. I don't know why, but I always get a kick out of that every time I watch the movie and they put the pineapple up Hitler's butt and he makes that face and stuff. It's funny, and everything. So, yeah, all in all, I like Little Nicky quite a bit. I think it's a really fun movie. It has a lot of heart to it and everything. The messaging in the movie may not be the best message and everything, but it's still a good story, and it's entertaining, and I love it. So, I also love the little tribute they did to Chris Farley at the end credits, where they show like what happens to each of the characters or explains them with the little exposition title card things and everything. And it says that his mom instantly fell in love with her new aerobics instructor, Chris Farley. I just love that and everything. I love it when Adam Sandler does his tributes to Chris Farley. But yeah, this movie is great, and it's one of my favorite comedies and stuff. So, personally, I know it probably doesn't deserve this high, but on a personal level for me, just because I love this movie so much and because of the nostalgia, because I've been watching this movie ever since I was a teenager, I have a lot of nostalgia for it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Personally, I think it deserves more like a 7 out of 10 critically, but because of personal reasons, I'm giving it an 8. So, I definitely would say it's worth checking out if you're easily offended by stuff that has to do with religion being in comedies and stuff. You probably wouldn't like it, but if you can look past it and stuff, I think you'd enjoy this movie. It's pretty funny and everything. It's got a lot of heart, and it's really entertaining. So, I definitely would say give it a shot. If you like Adam Sandler, it's at least worth watching once for him and everything, because this is one of my favorite characters of his. So I do think this movie's gaining a cult following as well. But yeah, so anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Little Nicky, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.